Good morning. My name is Rachel Longo, formerly Rachel Klein. You're in the right place. And I am going to be your facilitator this semester for our Literature by Women course. The course officially begins today, so I thought it would be a good time to start with a video so that you can see what I look like and hopefully get comfortable reaching out to me directly when you have questions or concerns throughout the course. I should probably begin by letting you know that this is going to be run as a directed study because there's two of you in the course right now. I believe Carrie and Abigail, and I saw Carrie, you've already been in there, so I'm actually going to go in and do some grading after this video. So welcome to the course. I'm very excited to have you both here. I thought about going through and modifying the language in the assignments to reflect a directed study, but I actually think that it's fine the way that it is. So I'm just going to explain it to you in this video. So because it's a directed study, it just doesn't make any sense logistically to require engagement on the discussion boards, right? I can't just say you have to wait for this one other person so that you can get your work done. You need to move at the flow that you're comfortable working at. So please feel free to ignore all of the requirements at the bottom of discussion posts that say you need to engage with your post this week. That being said, I think it's a really good idea if you can, reply to each other's posts if you do happen to both be working around the same time in the week. And even if you just want to read their post, right? You don't necessarily have to do the reply back and forth, but just take a look at what your peers are saying about the text that you're both reading at the same time, because really that's what there is to gain about reading literature together in a course like this. The way that I like to look at literature English courses is that it's all about the community that we build together. It's about us bouncing ideas off of each other. Ooh, I think I lost my color there. Bouncing ideas off of each other and just seeing what other people think about things. It opens your mind to new possibilities that you didn't see the first time and that you didn't even think you would go down that road, which makes the class really fun. So all of that being said, this week is our first week, and we're going to start by talking about what the experts are saying, right? So what the heck is literature by women? What qualifies something to be studied in a literature by women class? And so that's where we're going to begin the course, right? So thinking about how women have been portrayed from the very beginning in literature and why and how and where is literature by women worth studying. And hopefully, with some practice that we're going to do throughout the course, by the end of the course, you're going to be able to tell everybody else why is a course literature by women worth studying and what makes a piece have value. Because just because other experts don't recognize it yet doesn't mean you can't propose the argument that it's something that we should be studying. I'm going to I'm going to record separate videos for the two major assignments in this class, but I'll just touch on both of them really, really briefly here. The first one that's introduced to you in this week is what we're going to call the canon assignment, which is kind of what I was just talking about. You are going to pick some piece of literature. It doesn't have to be writing. It can be music. It can be a poem. It can be whatever you want. And you're going to argue why it's something that's worth studying in a literature by women class. And we're going to do some scaffolding work up until then so that hopefully you'll feel more comfortable with that by the time that we do it. And then the second major assignment in the course is going to ask you to read one novel. So out of the entire course, everything that we're going to read are short pieces that are available for you for free on Canvas, except for that one classic literature book that I'm going to ask you to read. And you have some freedom over choosing whatever novel that you would like to read. I just think it's important to at least come out with one classic novel that you've read so you can say, this is the piece, the whole piece that I studied in this literature by women course. And I would actually love to have some back and forth with you before you choose your novel if you'd like to do that. We can talk about the length if you're like, oh, I'm not comfortable with reading a super long novel. But also things that you're interested in. Do you like romance novels? Do you like tragic romance novels? Do you like family drama? What is something that intrigues you? And I can potentially suggest the novel that you may want to take a look at. And that whole paper and the whole reading of that novel, I've tried to, again, scaffold, which means, I've tried to build it up piece by piece. And so you're going to have a reading journal. All right. So I'm going to stop talking about all that right now because your probably mind's about to explode. And that's fine. Don't worry about it right now. I will let you know when we're going to be talking about each individual thing. Um, the only other thing that I do want to mention is that, right, it's the summer. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday, the last couple of days. I want to let you know that I understand that you have, family obligations, friend obligations, you may want to take a day trip to the beach, whatever it is that you're doing. I understand, it's the summer. As long as you communicate with me in advance of due dates, I am okay with extending due dates, but you have to let me know in advance, right? So, I have all of the due dates set for Sunday. And if you email me at the beginning or in the middle of the week and say, hey, I'm going away this weekend, can I have an extension? Absolutely. Just shoot me an email at any point, and we can talk about that and set a date that is reasonable. I don't want anyone to get too far behind because, there's a lot of reading in this course. And if you just try to make it up all at the end, it will just be a lot. So we'll just have to make sure that our communication is open. I also have a vacation plan. I just want to let you know that in advance. So the first week of August, I will be away and I won't have any access to my email likely. If I do, I will obviously be checking, but it's more likely that I won't be on that week. So really all that means is if you have questions, it may have to wait a couple of days, and also the grading will be held back a couple of days. But aside from that, you'll find that if you need me, either for questions or to, run something by me, I will get back to you usually within a couple of hours, but at maximum 24 hours. And because there's only 2 of you in the course, the grading's going to be done really quickly too. I'll probably grade as things come in. And if you don't like the grade that you're getting right away, we can always talk about revising that too. So just be sure to keep the lines of communication open with me. You can email me. That's probably the easiest way. My email at Becker is in the syllabus, I believe, I hope so, but it's also r.kline, Kline, at becker.edu. And feel free to just refer to me as Rachel because we're going to get really personal in this course. So I'm Rachel to you and I'm Rachel to everybody else. Okay, so I've digressed a lot and I'm going to stop talking now. I hope that you are excited about this course as I'm excited about this course, and we will chat soon. Okay, thanks.